Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming at you in another video. Alright, so I got a little concerned here because it got me taking directions in an opposite direction of what it is that they had me going the other way. It's two buses that can get me home. One of them gonna have me on that bus for an hour and 10 minutes, but that's what it is. And I look up and I can't see it. I can't see what it was, so I'm like, where the hell am I at? And there it is. Yes, the 574 on Rosecrans and whatever the hell street this is. Rosecrans and I don't know what the hell street this is. But yeah, it had me going to the middle of the street. Literally, like when I did the GPS walk thing, right where this white car is. Right where the white car was. That's where it put me, in the middle of the street. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And I clearly see this is a bus stop. And then I look up and it says 8. I'm like, okay, that doesn't look 574-ish. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna wait here until the 574 arrives, hop on it, and then ride out, because it's gonna be a long ride. But apparently that's the move. Now there's a train station, literally, like I'm looking at a train station, but I think what these GPSs do in LA, you guys, is try to funnel people toward the less likely area, because a lot of times these things be getting so packed to where if they're gonna use the GPS, if you're gonna use the GPS, it's gonna give you a less frequented route. I think that's what they try to do. Because I remember that did that to me one time when I was trying to go to Compton Courthouse. It was telling me all these damn buses to go through, and I was like, man, is there a train station? I get to the Compton Courthouse and it was a train station across the street. So I'm like, what the hell, man? Why they have me taking like 8 buses? But I think that's what they try to do, since everything is so populated. They screw over the people that don't know the area, to where they're not going to give you the easiest route. They're going to give you the less likely anyone else will take route. That's what I think they're doing. So for this, it has me on a bus going all the way home, when I know damn well I'm probably going to pass like 8 train stations, including the one in front of me, but I don't know exactly where to catch it. This is like a train intersection. So it starts somewhere down there and it ends somewhere over there. So I could walk for a million years and try to get to it. Take the route they told me and get home at like 7 o'clock. It's like 4:30 right now, so there's no way to win in this crap, man. There's no way to win. They're not going to tell you no train station is anywhere around here. No matter how many different ways you try to slice it, it's not going to tell you that the train station closed. I know there's a train station closed because I used to live over here, but it's not that close to where you're not going to be walking for an hour and a half. And being that this is Hawthorne, all of the streets are long. So that's kind of what it is, man. I'm just trying to get home, man. I got what I needed. I called the people at the front desk and spoke to them, let them know I have it and it's on the way. And hopefully that'll be enough to keep them from docking me. I wonder if they're gonna let me have my my deposit, because you're not supposed to be late with paying. But you know, I'm not really worried about that at this point. I can't afford to worry about that. It's like $30 the deposit. So they may try to dock me, but I'm gonna make sure they pay today. It's not like, you know what I mean? I don't know that checkout is at 12, but as it pertains to you maintaining and you staying, I don't know. We'll see, man. Because it's not like this is the end and I'm supposed to be checking out. I got one more week. I check out next Tuesday. So hopefully when I get there at 7, 8 o'clock at night, I just give them their little money and they leave me alone about it, rather than saying, why were you late, as to which I've already explained that. And if you guys wouldn't have been so hard asses about cash, you'd have had your money hours ago. But because they only take cash, I had to go to Hawthorne to get it. So that's the answer. I mean, to be dead honest with you, you'd have had your money sooner if you wouldn't have been such jerks about taking wired money. Who doesn't want wired money? Why would you even want cash? You deal with so many broke people. This is something I need to say. They deal with so many broke people who don't have nothing to lose, and they let all of them know that they got cash in the building. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. If anything, you would want no cash in the building. You would want nobody, you know what I mean? So that if they try to rob you, you can tell them you ain't got nothing. Because everybody know you be collecting. And you don't take nothing but cash. So it's like, man, God bless those people. I wish them the best. But this ain't, you know what I mean? They better have something big behind that damn register, man. Because if people get desperate, you know what I mean? Seriously, you know what you got. Because you make us give it to you. So it's like, I don't know, man. I wish for the best for everybody, man. But I just think that they got it backwards. They're worried about getting paid and whether or not people are going to give them blank checks or delaying in credit. They need to be more worried about who's coming in and out of that place and who knows you got cash coming in and out of that place all damn day. That's what they need to be more so worried about. But, you know, people do what they want to do, man. I'll tell you right now, if I'm dealing with people like this, only cashless transactions. You had better wire it to me. I'm not going to let you in because there ain't going to be no cash on hand. Ain't going to be no cash on hand. But everybody got their own way to go, man. I don't know. Whatever. But, yeah, they deal with a lot of people who don't have anything. That's the point. People who barely making it from day to day. And you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, man, I'm happy to have made it here. I wish I only had to go down the street to Lenox because that would be walking distance for me. It's an hour down the street, but that's walking distance away. I was walking 6 months ago. But unfortunately, I'm on the other side of the damn state, it feels like. Like, literally. They got 3 hours to get home. But, you know, just praise God. Thank you for my family helping me try to get home safely, you know what I mean? Literally. With all this bull crap I gotta do, but you know, at the end of the day, man, it's a new year, and I'm looking forward to this being over with, honestly. I left all the information on my desk that needs to be checked out for myself. All the stuff I was putting off since it was the holidays, I ain't the holidays no more. So it's like, let me see who can put me where. Let me get into a place, man. So I ain't gotta keep doing this every 3 weeks. Cause that, after 4 months or 5 months, however long it's been of doing this, I can honestly tell you, I don't ever wish this on anybody, man. This sucks, bro. Every 3 weeks, you gotta wonder where you're gonna be, and while it could be a whole lot worse, it'll be a whole lot worse. At the end of the day, you just find yourself never quite actually getting used to anything, because as soon as you get comfortable in there, really, they uproot you and they say, yo, you gotta leave for a day. And so that's the thing. I don't know, man. How long this is going to last, you know. Obviously, I'm at the realm of what I can find versus how I'm going to pay for it. This is January, so SSI will be letting me know what the final decision will be on my case sometime this week, or this month rather, in theory. Although I've heard it could be roundabout. It could have been before, it could have been after, but I haven't checked it in about 2 weeks. So I'll check it and see if they've gotten me on, and if they haven't, then we'll go through the process. You know, it's not going to be a surprise if for some reason I'm denied. Won't be surprised. What it will be is frustrating, but it won't be a surprise. But I'm hopeful that they'll give it to me, man. You know, I ain't worked in freaking almost 3 years. Not only that, but I got paperwork stating that I'm not expected to work for another 10 months. So something has to give. They're only giving us $200 a month for GR. I don't know what the hell they think $200 is going to do but pay a damn cell phone bill. That's it. You still got to find a way to make money. So this is when SSI is supposed to kick in, acknowledge my mental circumstances, and provide what the hell they're supposed to provide people who have these circumstances, man. So that's what I'm telling you. The train right there, man. It's going right past me. I don't know where it starts, though. That's the problem. I can walk down there for 3 miles, walk the other way for 3 miles, and probably not run into it. That's a reality. But waiting for this bus is not expected to come for another 20 minutes anyway. It's one of those rare buses that only come once in a while, so you better catch it when you do see it. This is one of those. But yeah, man, I'm ready for all of this to be behind me, man. I want my own place. I want my SSI checks and all that stuff that's supposed to be coming my way for being a nut job. And I'm hopeful that the Lord will grant me what he wants me to have, or continue to give me the strength to keep on doing this. Continue to give my family the funds to keep on doing this. Which I really want to end, man. I want this to end. I really do. I've gotten to a point where I feel like I've learned everything I need to learn from this. I done gone through everything I need to go through to know not to toy around with money, not smoking no weed, not doing nothing but praying and doing my stuff. So that's another thing I can say. Getting around on the train and moving around in places you don't know, for me, is a hell of a lot more doable than when you smoke weed regularly. I didn't really get lost at all on the way here. all throughout the times I was smoking weed, I would always get lost. Every damn time I would go anywhere, even before I got to Lennox, back in the day, I'd smoke weed. If I had to go somewhere I didn't know, catch this bus, connect to that bus, I would always get lost, man. Even with a GPS, I would get lost. So that's one thing I can honestly say. Being in my soberest mindset and having been in this sober mindset for a little over 4 months now has made it so that I'm so much more sharp, man. As it pertains to getting where I need to go and finding new places out and getting things done, structuring things. That's one thing I can say that has worked in my favor, being sober. You know what I mean? So I'm not upset at being sober when it's time to do stuff like this, is basically what I'm saying to y'all. Because I don't have to necessarily be high, but just having been high, you know, mind in and out of normalcy. When it's time to do stuff like this, I would forget where I need to go. I would mess up, make mistakes. Ain't none of that happening right now. It's just not. So that's one thing I can honestly say. Being sharp really does have its perks. And I don't really miss getting high that much, man. I really don't. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I do, man. That vibe and that feeling that comes with being high, I don't want it right now. Sort of like how I felt when I was working at Marina Harbor. It just comes and goes. The desire to feel that way just comes and goes for me. It's not that I hate weed or I'm never going to smoke again. That would not be what I believe. But as far as me wanting that to space out and zone out, I don't really want to, man. Not while everything is unsettled. I got too much anxiety about regular stuff. I don't need to pile on any more anxiety. I think weed is for when things are fine. For me. Now, for a lot of people, it's when you want to forget stuff, you want to, dumb down your problems, get your problems out of your head, that kind of thing, which makes a lot of sense. For creativity, depending on the type of creativity space you want to get into, I definitely have had so many different types of highs, so I can tell you there are some good ones. But in this space I'm in right now, most of the feelings I felt when high are not for this that I'm going through. Not for this at all. I want to feel like this, going through stuff like that. So, I don't know. For what it's worth, man. Plus, I be having these dreams. Y'all know I don't dream when I smoke. I done told y'all a million times. When I smoke weed, I don't get no dreams. They just don't happen. And when I do smoke weed, I have vivid dreams a good portion of the time. Although some nights I don't remember what I smoked. Throughout the course of these 4 months, I don't remember every dream. But a good portion of the most poignant dreams that I need to remember, I would not have even had. The ones I've told you about, I wouldn't have had if I was smoking weed, because I never dream when I smoke. So I think it's held its purpose in that regard too. It's just something about my subconscious mind that gets shut off. No matter what kind of high it is too. It don't matter what kind of high it is. If I've smoked, I ain't dreaming. And I value my dreams these days. They've taught me some things. They've helped me through some things. They've brought me a poem, which is weird in and of itself, but it's true. So yeah, man, I want to get home. We're back to the hotel for now. Grab something to eat, or eat something that is already put together at the house. I told you I put away. I did away with the bread, man. That's over with. These last 3 days. That's what I didn't tell you guys. I was feeling kind of sick yesterday. The first for me, I spent half of that day in bed, just lightheaded, exhausted. You know, it wasn't okay at all. And I know exactly what the problem was. It was what I was allergic to, the bread. And so when I don't have that bread, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm cutting it out of my diet starting yesterday. I threw it out, and we'll see how it is. We'll see how my body reacts to not having it, and see if there's anything else that I'm allergic to, as far as the rice and oatmeal or something like that. I can't imagine I'm allergic to any of that, but I just got to do I got to deduce, if that's the right word. I got to start eliminating things from my diet to find out what works and what doesn't. And I believe the bread is the one constant that's been significantly bad for me. But it didn't seem like it was when I was going through the first couple of months here. It didn't seem like I was having those problems till like 2 months ago. So when they started, I should have cut it out. But I already had other problems with the other type of stuff I was eating. I told y'all the chicken salad thing, that was giving me problems. And the potato salad, that was giving me problems. But when I eliminated that, it seemed like things were getting better. And then immediately they started getting bad. And I'm like, okay, what else do I have to let go of? So it's like, what can I eat? You know what I mean? That's the problem. And of course, my doctor's appointment ain't until Valentine's Day. So whatever the hell's going on with me, it's gonna have to wait to know what's going on until well after then, when they run all the tests they're gonna run. God knows how much they're gonna try to charge me for those tests too. So yeah, man, dealing with health. Hopefully this ain't a health year for me. But I definitely did my squat regimen after that. Even though I was kind of out of it and sick or whatever, I managed to do that last night around 6 p.m. I was squatting and doing whatever, my hundreds and everything. So, you know, the motivation to work is here throughout, whether I'm feeling good or not. So I feel okay right now. Still a little lightheaded, to be honest with you. Still got a little slight headache that I know is related to my iron and all of that. So hopefully removal of that bread can really help with what it is that I'm feeling. Get back into feeling 100%. So yeah, man, but it ain't stopping me. It ain't stopping me from doing nothing. As you can clearly see, I'm out here. So I'm just in a much better space than I was 6 months ago, a year ago, or whatever. As it pertains to living on this side of town and not wanting to leave the house, I'm definitely in a better space than that. Much more mentally tough, much more mentally disciplined, sober, prayerful, and all that other stuff that I kind of wasn't really engaging in until things got bad. But you know, it is what it is, man. They're going another train. And the funny thing is, I know it's a yellow line. I know exactly how to take it. Or it's a green line, rather. But I know exactly how to take it. I just don't know where to take it from. Where is the beginning of it? Probably would have been there by now. And anyway, man, just want to make a quick video. Let everybody know how my day's going. I haven't quite gotten back to pay these people yet, but I'm on my way. So they just need to hold their horses and they will have their money, because I have it for them. BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching.